Welcome to Capsule Monster Coliseum. You're just in time for the big tournament. Capsule Monster Battle Tournament. Yugi and his alter ego, who have been trapped in the Millennium Puzzle with the help of Red Phoenix, will use their wits and monster capabilities to defeat all their opponents. As they fight for the title bestowed on only the best Capsule Monster Coliseum fighter, King of Capsule Monsters. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be me. Hey guys, it's the return of Red Phoenix, and welcome to our first episode in a brand new playthrough I decided to do, Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum. Now, it's one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that I ever played. It's not based off of the actual trading card game. It's more of like a chess kind of layout version. Basically, you know, if you mix chess and Yu-Gi-Oh! Together, you get Capsule Monsters. Or Fire Emblem, or, you know, kind of games like that. Alright, so first, gotta enter my name. And I'll just go with my real name. It's not only my Red Phoenix 13, I am also Josh. So yeah, Josh is going to enter this tournament. So actually, kinda. I mean, even though I'm entering my name for my file, you control Yugi and only Yugi from beginning to end of this campaign. Alright. Entered name will be used for save data and versus mode. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I am Josh. I want to be called Josh. Alright, so the very first thing that you need to do in Capsule Monsters is create a symbol, which is essentially your king piece. For a quick start, play with the preset settings by selecting Purchase Starter Kit. Select Build Custom to create your own original arrangement. Like, I could just jump into it and, you know, just purchase a starter kit, but no. I wanna build my own symbol. Just give it like a, you know, something that's unique to me, you know? Now, the symbol's attribute affects all of your monsters. Select an attribute that will give your monsters an advantage in battle. So you have every single symbol has a different attribute. Dark, light, thunder, wood, wind, earth, water, and fire. Now, like, my favorite monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are dark attribute, and I'm the kind of guy that's kind of like, you know, I like to have like a mix of like light and dark, but unfortunately that doesn't really work in Capsule Monsters, sadly. But instead of choosing a dark attribute symbol, I'm actually going to go thunder, because by choosing a thunder symbol, it would actually increase not only the attack of thunder symbols, but also the attack of dark. And while dark does increase the attack of dark monsters, it increases the defense of thunder monsters. Sorry, I'm trying to say, like, monsters. You know, I did say that, right? Anyway, the bottom line, I'm choosing thunder because I think I'll have the most advantage using that. Alright. Now, choosing the design for your symbol. You got a selection of Fiend, Horn, Fairy, Ring, Palace, Wing, Tower, Needle. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. The design, and then the color of the design, which is going to be the next one. It doesn't really have too big of an impact on the game, but I think I'm going to choose Horn, and then I can choose a color for my design right here. Between all these, which one do I like the best? Like, we got cyan, we got platinum, green, wood, pink, ash, purple, onyx. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. I think I'll choose the green one. So yeah, that's our symbol right there. And now I must assign all the points right here. So you're given 200 points to use at the start, and you can apply that to MP, which is monster points, AP, which is action points, I believe, and then PP, which is not that, power points, which is essentially like the health of this. So applying PP would increase my symbol's health. Monster points doesn't really do much. It's actually essentially like the currency of the game, so I can choose how much currency I want. And then action points, which I think is going to be one of the most important ones. I'm actually going to apply most of my points to this. Actually, I think I'll go like I'm hoping I'm not overdoing it right here. I'm actually going to give my symbol 150 AP points. Let's just make the flat out 200. 200 power points for my symbol, and then the rest I'll just apply to monster points. There we go. Alright, our symbol is all set and ready for action. Once your game starts, you can't change the symbol settings. Am I satisfied with the settings? The design is good. I'm pretty content with where I applied my points to, so yeah. Now I've got my symbol, but I need monsters, which is essentially the game pieces to play the game. And where does that come in? Well, this guy will help us out.
Grandpa! I thought you would come, Yugi. What are you doing? I knew you wouldn't have prepared anything. You're always so impatient. I brought monsters that you can use in the tournament.
That's my grandpa.
Hold your horses. I never said I was giving you these for free. I'll exchange them for monster points.
Monster points?
You can earn monster points by winning during the tournament. Keep winning to get more and more.
But I haven't battled even once yet.
But didn't you just create a symbol that gave you monster points?
Hey.
Use those to start with. Let me give you some tips. Monsters can be separated into light, dark, fire, water, earth, wood, wind, and thunder.
Yeah, we got that.
In other words, each monster has a different attribute.
Really?
And each attribute has a different advantage and disadvantage. I'll explain what they are, but if you don't think you can remember them, I suggest you take notes. Are you ready? Here they are.
I mean, I have them all memorized, but, you know, just for the sake of knowing, here it is, guys.
Light is strong against dark, and dark is strong against earth. Fire is strong against wood, and water is strong against fire.
It's very common that water is strong against fire. It's like you don't even need to know what's going to beat fire. I wonder. Water. Anyway.
Earth is strong against thunder, and wood is strong against wind. Wind is strong against water, and thunder is strong against light. That's it. If you remember these relationships, it will increase your chances for victory.
What's not really established here is the symbol that I chose, which is thunder. And even if I chose a dark one as well, it would increase the power of... Basically, how can I put it this way? A symbol would increase the power of two different attributed monsters. So, for example, since I chose a thunder one, it will of course increase thunder. Even though dark is part of the 4 correlation, you know, light, dark, earth, and thunder. Thunder and dark don't connect with each other at all in that correlation right there. So actually, dark gets increased by the power of a thunder symbol as well. And a dark symbol would increase dark and thunder as well. And the same can be applied to pretty much everything here. And my symbol does weaken one of the attribute monsters, and I'll show you guys in a moment here.
So only having monsters of a single attribute is dangerous.
It can be.
That's my grandson. You'll learn quickly. However, you should always take your opponent's attribute into account. That's another important point to remember. Well, the rest is up to you.
I understand. Can you show me the monsters?
Alright, now it's time to choose our monsters. We gotta buy at least 10 to start with. So, I'll just hover over Karibo for a second. So as you guys can see right here, is that the power of my symbol here, which has an effect rate of 20 right now, does increase Karibo's attack power. So his base one is currently 111, but it rises up to 134 thanks to my symbol. However, since Thunder is strong against Light, the Thunder symbol actually decreases the power of Light monsters. So I'll go for Happy Lover, for example. Initially, a Happy Lover has power points of 170, but unfortunately my symbol decreases it to 152. Needless to say, I won't be able to really apply my light and dark philosophy into this game because my Thunder symbol is going to weaken them. But one could argue that Thunder can be a combination of light and dark. Something to think about. Anyway, going all the way down to the Thunder monsters right here, same rules apply. My symbol increases the power of my Thunder monsters from, like, for example, on this Gear Golem Moving Fortress from 137 to 165. So, with that being said, let's pick our monsters. I think I'll pick a majority of the dark ones here. I've got 670 monster points to spare, so right leg of the Forbidden One, I want to take that. I'll take these 2 Karibos. Probably just 1 Feral Imp for now. Go all the way down to the Thunder monsters. A couple Steel Scorpions. Ooh. Maybe just can only afford like 1 Shovel Crusher and 1 Gear Golem. You can also see on a monster how they move. So, I mean, if I could just scroll down right here. The way how it moves is highlighted in blue, and then the way it attacks is highlighted in red there. And we'll show this more in action once we actually begin our first duel. But yeah, I don't really like diagonal ones, you know, because when you're controlling a bishop and chess, you're like really restricted to certain spaces on the board. I will still take 1. I've only got 61 monster points left. I didn't really select any of the other attributes either. I think I will take this Firegrass here. And that's exactly 10 monsters right there, so yep, that's all of our monsters purchased right there, which is essentially built our unit, aka our deck. I think it's time for our first duel, guys. Alright, so this is essentially our map here of Capsule Monster, the Coliseum tournament, and there are 4 different areas to choose from. The entrance hall we can go to just rearrange our deck, buy some new monsters if we have more monster points, save our progress, things like that. But the areas are where we can actually compete in duels. So, as of right now, we can only go to 1 area, which is, Area 1. Who knew? Alright, let's jump into the area. Our first opponent is Joey Wheeler. He's using, you can see which symbol it is using. It's a fire symbol right there. And of course, we're controlling Yami Yugi, who controls, who we assigned him to have a thunder symbol. Let's take a look at the stage details right here. This is the Forgotten Capital. An ancient city forgotten long ago. However, there is a plentiful water supply. Many of the landforms are advantageous for water attribute monsters. Not gonna be very good for Joey, but this is essentially the tutorial duel of the game. So, yeah, let's jump right into it. Normally, I think I would have divided the intro and our first duel into 2 separate episodes, but because this is essentially our tutorial on how to play the game, yeah, let's duel Joey this episode. I'm probably going to divide each episode into a different duel each, just because they could take a while, and you really gotta think like 2 moves ahead.
Hiya, Yugi! I've been waiting for you.
Joey!
The one and only. And don't think I'm gonna take it easy on you just because you're my friend. I'm not holding anything back.
Then let's get started, Joey!
I don't expect Joe to ever take it easy on Yugi. Alright, so this is how the attack order is chosen. You have cards laid out on the table that range from 1 to 8. The one that flips over the highest number gets to decide who goes first and who goes second. I'll just pick this one. Hey, I get to make the first move. 9 times out of 10, it'll be more advantageous for you to attack first, so I'll go first. Because the one that actually goes second lays their pieces out on the board first. So Joey first lays his symbol, and all of his monsters are fire, and there's a total of 4 of them. Now, it's time to choose our monsters to play with.
Okay, I'll select my monsters to play with.
Wait a sec.
What's wrong, Yugi?
There's a limit on which monsters you can use, which is determined by monster points.
You mean the points I paid in order to get monsters?
Yeah. Each stage has a set limit of monster points, and the total monster points of the monsters you use cannot exceed the limit.
I see. That means if the monster point limit of the stage is 100, then I can use 10 monsters that are 10 monster points each. Or I can only use 5 monsters if they are 20 monster points each.
For the record, no monsters will have that low amount of monster points. Like Karibo right there, you can see that he has at least 30. So, do the math.
That's right. So you have to think carefully about the balance of which monsters to use.
Okay. Thanks, Yugi.
Alright, so, yeah, as Yugi said there, the stage limit for monster points is 270. So, yeah, it's really restricted, or at least it would be the further that you go through the game, and if you do like New Game Plus, you have a lot of powerful monsters, which can get a little annoying. But for now, this shouldn't be too big of a deal. Alright, so I choose I'm gonna sort my monsters into attributes, so I chose a majority of dark monsters and thunder monsters, and I've got 1 fire monster. So, given the circumstances, I don't think I want to use Firegrass in this one. However, since I know that my symbol will increase the attack power of Dark and Thunder monsters, I'll bring in 2 Karibos, the right leg of the Forbidden One. Let's see. Sure, we'll put Shovel Crusher in there, and I can only afford 2 more, and oh gosh, I'm really not noticing the monster points here. So, unfortunately, after selecting that Steel Scorpion just now, I've only got 23 more monster points to use, but none of my monsters are that low of points. That said, though, I chose 5 monsters, and Joey only chose 4, so we technically have the advantage here, so I think I'm content with this. Alright. Now, place to put your symbol. Your symbol can't attack, and it can only move 1 space, which is essentially, of course, like a cane in chess. You can just randomly place your monsters and the computer will decide for you, but I like to manually position them myself. So, my Shovel Crusher, which is my most powerful thunder monster, or monster in general, essentially, place him right here. It's actually, a fun fact is that thunder monsters actually gain an advantage in the water. Alright, got a couple Karibos to use here, which I'll place them both right here. And then finally, right leg at the Forbidden One. Yeah, let's have like a nice straight line right here. Alright, that's the position of all the monsters. Let's jump into the duel. One of the main reasons why I really like this game is, this is one of the very few video games, if any at all, Yu-Gi-Oh! Based, that actually have voice acting, which is awesome.
It's time to start!
Don't you mean, it's time to duel? Sorry, I had to. Don't mean to steal your catchphrase, Yugi. Anyway, let's get started.
Hey, in order to move your pieces, you need AP.
I see. Each piece has a set requirement of AP. And if I move it, then the AP on the screen decreases, correct?
Yep. And if you don't have enough AP, then you can't move your pieces anymore.
So I have to be careful about the amount of AP when thinking about how to move my pieces.
Uh-huh. But first, you can't move anything if you don't summon monsters from your capsules. So you have to choose which monsters to summon.
You're right. Okay.
So yeah, as of right now, we can't move any pieces until we summon our monsters. We'll start things off with Shovel Crusher, which has significantly decreased our AP. You can actually see how much AP a monster costs at the top right there, right next to its rank there. So I'll summon Shovel Crusher, and it looks like I can only afford to summon Karibo or the Steel Scorpion right here. But yeah, 2 Karibos and a Shovel Crusher summoned. No more of your pieces can accept commands. Do you want to end your turn? Yeah, you might as well. I mean, you can take the time to look around if you want, but if you just want to end your turn, yeah, that's 9 times out of 10 what we will do. Now it's Joey's turn.
Let's fight!
Well, Joey, we can't actually fight yet because you need to summon your monsters. Then you gotta move your monsters to me, then we can fight. Or I move my monsters to you, whichever comes first. Alright, now it's my turn.
I'll tear down your defenses.
Once we summon our monsters, yes we will, Yugi.
Hey, right now you saw the AP increase, right?
What? Yes, you are correct.
Where it says AP on the screen, there's a number with a plus sign next to it.
Yes. This number must be the amount of AP that increases on my turn.
Yeah, and if you summon a monster, it'll increase.
That means either I move a summoned monster, or I summon so that I can move more pieces. That's something I need to think about.
It's important to make a decision based on the situation.
So yeah, I didn't mention it, but Yugi fortunately did, because, well, I saw it coming. So not only does it say AP next to its, like, rank, how much it costs to summon or move that monster, it also has a plus AP right there, which determines how much AP will increase when I summon this monster. There is, every stage does have a cap, though, where, basically, yeah, no increase right there, basically caps right there on the 300, so it'll increase by 300 every turn from here on out for me. Alright, so, let's move my Shovel Crusher. Yep, you can actually see right here. The blue squares indicate... Yeah, the blue squares indicate where my monster can move. The orange ones dictate where it can attack, but we'll get to that later on. And you guys can actually see, attack right now, because of the terrain and the map atmosphere, it actually says, of course, -10 for attack and -1 defense. But if I move into the water, it says it'll increase my attack by 10. So, let's move Shovel Crusher right here.
Its ability increased.
Mm-hmm.
That terrain is favorable for your piece's attribute.
If the terrain is favorable, then the ability increases. But if it's unfavorable, then the ability decreases, right?
Yeah, you can check by looking at your piece's ability.
I see. Then, I should be on the same terrain as my attribute as much as possible.
It changes depending on the situation, but it's worth remembering.
Yep. I didn't quite mention it, but let's take a look at Shovel Crusher's capability right now. So, the map, which is essentially the atmosphere of this entire map, it has a light attribute point of 16, dark of 5, and wind of 5. Light, unfortunately, decreases the attack and defense of thunder monsters, probably the same to dark as well, but dark increases their defense a little bit. But I hope that my symbol actually makes up for that. And of course the landform that I'm on, which is water, definitely does help the attack, which is why I've moved Shovel Crusher there. Alright, let's start by moving Karibo, or Karibos, I should say, because I know I have enough monster points for these two. Yep, these guys move diagonally, but attack horizontally and vertically by 2 points each. Alright, can't move anything else except for my symbol right here, which there's not really a need to, so... Yep, Joey's up. He has all of the same monsters, which is Fire Reaper, which I'm pretty sure is the weakest fire monster in the game. But, you know, again, this is a tutorial, so naturally they'd want to make this as easy as possible, or in a way for them. Alright, so I'll move Karibo here. So these guys attack and move 2 spaces horizontally and vertically. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. If he moves a little forward, Karibo will be in range of that. Because I essentially like to make the first attack. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll move Shovel Crusher one more space. And now let's try and get the right leg of the Forbidden One and my Steel Scorpion into the action. So move you there, Steel Scorpion, take a dive. Alright, that's all of my monsters that can move. It's now back to Joey. He's got one more monster to summon. How is he gonna move? I thought he was going to be in range, but no. Alright, so certain maps do have a few changes to them as gameplay progresses. Well, in this case, looks like more water is coming onto the surface here.
What? You can't be serious! This can't happen!
It did indeed, Joey. It did indeed. Yeah, this map is not very favorable for Joey. Alright, now what shall I do? Yeah. I'll make the first attack. First, I'll have Karibo attack the Fire Reaper, which only does 121 of damage, but I'm pretty sure I can get another monster to attack it on my next turn. Just taking a look here. Yeah, I can get Shovel Crusher in there, but the thing with Thunder monsters, their defense power is not very high. Same with Dark monsters, but they tend to make up for that in their power points. But, yeah. Yeah, I'll attack. And you can turn the battle animation on or off, but just for the sake of seeing their attack once, I'll turn the battle animation on for this one. So Karibo attacks the Fire Reaper. Jump, jump, and Needle Bullet! Yeah, fire monsters don't have a whole lot of defense. Oh yeah, and the more your monster battles, the more experience points that'll earn, and your monsters can level up.
That was a pretty good attack!
Well, thank you, Joey. If I move my Shovel Crusher over there, we'll be a little bit in danger there. And I don't think any of my other monsters can jump in on the attack either. So, I'll move the other Karibo right here. I didn't really think too much of this through. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to do that for now because I don't want to put my Shovel Crusher within range of all those monsters because
It's time for my counterattack!
I'm not looking forward to this. Yeah, as I said before, Thunder monsters aren't very good with defense and their power points aren't very strong. I'll leave the battle animation on, let's just see Fire Reaper's attack.
Win it quick and slick! That's my motto!
I guess that's why you chose fire monsters, isn't it?
Then let's get started, Joey!
I mean, we got started a few turns ago, but okay. Well, Karibo's not down for the count yet, though. Yeesh, that was quite a bit of damage.
I wasn't concentrating, and I paid for that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to really pay the price for this one. Alright, he's moving his symbol, and it doesn't seem like any of his other monsters can attack us right now. Alright, back to me.
I won't let you stage a comeback.
Alright. Now I'll have this Karibo attack Fire Reaper once again. I'll turn the battle animation off for this one. Joey's first monster, destroyed. Yeah, and if they destroy a monster, they'll gain a bit more experience than usual.
I wouldn't expect anything less, Yugi.
Well, would you expect more? Because I'm going to use the right leg of the Forbidden One to attack this Fire Reaper right here. And yeah, I'll turn the battle animation on just so you guys can kind of, see what it does. one of 5 pieces of Exodia. So, Exodia is not in full power right now, but let's see what his foot can do. Wait! Roadhouse. You guys watch Family Guy, you get that reference. Alright.
Ah, this isn't looking good.
Alright, now let's see here. I can use Karibo to destroy that monster, but then that Karibo will be within range of 2 monsters, so it's almost guaranteed to be destroyed. So I'll use Karibo to attack this monster. We'll turn the battle animation off for that one.
Man, you're not gonna let up. Not even a little bit, are you?
Why would I? And, the Shovel Crusher's not within enough range. So I'll just essentially get them closer. Yeah, something tells me one of my monsters is going to be a sitting duck on the next turn, so yeah. I'm going to have to end it here. Alright, he's using that Fire Reaper to attack this Karibo. Yeah, something tells me that Karibo is done for.
That was a lot of damage, but it survived.
Not for long, Yugi. Yeah, that Karibo, it's done.
All right, Joey. I'm betting on this monster.
It always has that cinematic destroy so that you know if the monster is going to be destroyed or
You're
not.
doing better than I thought, Joey.
And there's more where that came from. I'm just getting warmed up, Yugi.
Oh yeah? So am I. Alright, he's got one more monster to attack with. Yeah. Right leg of the Forbidden One's going to take quite a bit of damage. So what fire monsters lack in defense, they hugely make up for in attack.
If that's all the damage you can deal, then my monster will not fall.
And there's unfortunately a downside to having your monsters destroyed. But I think I'll address that point in the next episode. More water, which unfortunately none of Joey's monsters are touching, so it doesn't really influence the game that much. Alright, it's back to me. Doesn't look like my Steel Scorpion will be able to attack anything. Yeah, I might be thinking here for a bit too long. The right leg will attack Fire Reaper.
Okay. It's the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs. I gotta make my move now or it's over.
You can't make your move yet until my turn ends, Joey. Okay, Karibo doesn't look like he'll be able to attack anything either. Keep my Shovel Crusher in the water and destroy this other Fire Reaper. Now let's take a look at his attack. My Shovel Crusher. Hey, Fire Reaper, want a big hug? More like a Melvin hug. Alright. Now, unfortunately, none of my other monsters will be able to attack this turn. So, something tells me that, the right leg of the Forbidden One, it's not going to last this turn, so I'm going to have to end it here. Yep. Turn the animation off because we've seen it before. But, given the circumstances, I think this is going to be the final one. So, we use the Shovel Crusher going out of its water to attack the Fire Reaper.
Ah, this isn't looking good.
And it's about to look a whole lot worse, Joey, because I'm going to use the Steel Scorpion, since it didn't get any action throughout this duel, to deliver the final blow. So yeah, there are two ways that you guys can win. Either eliminate all their monsters, or destroy their symbol. Once their symbol is destroyed, it's an auto lose for them, because, you know, it's essentially their king. But without any more monsters to attack, they just lose. So Steel Scorpion, let's finish this.
This will finish you!
And yeah, I turned the animation on because, well, gotta see his attack too. Or its attack. I don't know. Claws, and now Sting. Cinematic finish, zoom in, bam, it's done.
Ah, it's all over.
And with that, guys, we have won our very first duel.
I lost, Yugi.
But Joey, you fought valiantly.
Eh.
Yeah, I guess I did. Maybe that's why I don't feel that bad that I lost. Now, Yug, don't you be losing any other duels, all right?
Of course, I won't let you down.
I don't plan on losing, and hopefully no losses come our way, but all we can do is truly prepare for them. Alright, clear bonus. 200 points, special bonus 33 points for a total of monster points of 233. Yeah, just shows you how many monster points you earn during that duel. And then clear bonus experience. Yeah, our symbol can level up as well, same with our monsters, but yeah, only 3 out of our 5 survived this duel, but it's fine. And then, at the end of the duel, every monster that you can destroy, that you destroyed that duel, you can actually take off of your opponent's hands. Only up to 2 for this one. So, yeah, we'll just take 2 of Joey's Fire Reapers here.
Hey, Yugi!
What's wrong, Joey?
There's something I forgot to tell you about this tournament. There are 5 opponents in each area. And if you don't beat them all, you can't move on.
That means I just defeated you, Joey, so I have to defeat 4 more opponents.
Yugi can math.
Right. And if you clear 4 areas, a whole new path opens up.
A new path? What's that?
Like I know. Well, just keep winning. And maybe it'll all make sense later. So keep at it, buddy.
Thanks, Joey. That's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah, beat their butts. See you later.
See ya, Joey.
A new path? I don't know what the new path is, but we're traveling on our own road right now. No matter who we face on this road, we must win. And we'll do it together.
Yeah!
All 3 of us, because I'm part of this too, even though I'm pretty much the only one making the strategic plays, and Yami, Yugi, and Yugi are just there for, you know, make the game more fun. Alright, save game data, yes. In our memory card. Yes, create a new save data. Right here. Alright. Yep, it shows where you last fought your duel, which was in the Forgotten Capital. Alright, and now we're moving on to the second stage in Area 2, which of course I'll show you guys in the next episode, but just for the sake of knowing, let's see who we'll be facing next time. Alright, so we just defeated Joey, and as he said, there are 5 opponents total in the area, so we've got to defeat 4 more opponents. So who's our second opponent going to be? Tristan Taylor, the Condemned Warehouse, and he's using the wood symbol. Alright, well, I will show you guys that in the next episode. Tristan's not as experienced when it comes to games such as Yugi and Joey. Of course, Joey was our tutorial, so who knows what to expect here. Alright, but yeah, that's going to wrap this up, guys. I hope you enjoyed our first Let's Play video of Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum, and I'll see you guys in the next duel. Phoenix out.